And welcome back to Real Geek Media. It is Thursday, May 21st, 2026. And from the director of Titanic, from the mind that created the Avatar series, from the man who brought us Terminator, The Abyss, and Aliens, tonight we review Piranha 2 this morning. Christopher, how are you?
Hayden, I just want to take this opportunity to apologize to you and the fans out there for putting you through this garbage. When I had picked this movie, I said, it was kind of off the cuff. It wasn't planned. We were kind of talking Jim Cameron at the time and how he come up with the idea for the Terminator. And I said, as my last choice was like, well, why not?
Why not? Why
And
not?
boy, was that a huge error.
And here we are.
So I just want to say I'm sorry in advance. I forgot how bad this movie was. I probably hadn't seen it since I was like 9 or 10. So, and now I know why.
Yeah, it's the best flying piranha movie that you might ever see, though.
I can't
Hard to
say
argue that. Hard to argue that.
I'm writing a genetically mutated
It's
mushroom
the seagull film.
book right now, so I really can't. I really can't argue with genetically engineered mutant piranha. So
Yeah.
I can't.
And this is technically Jim Cameron's first feature, though he likes to I think try and distance himself from this thing as much as possible. Very much in the same vein as David Fincher with Alien 3. I thought that was an interesting similarity because in this movie, it seemed like the producers tried to assert control over the film, where he didn't even have like the final cut, I think.
But thank God they did, because otherwise we wouldn't have the gratuitous nudity that we had, which is the only star I gave this. Well, that's not true. There's one other positive I saw in this movie, but we'll get into it. But Carol Davis's tits. The girl at the beginning, that was just like uncalled for. We didn't really need to see the underwater sex scene.
I didn't really understand that. Like, they go down to the wreck to do that. That's like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm glad those two died right off the rip. Right.
Again, if you're inciting, the one thing I'll say about this film, from a script, like movie script, Save the Cat, if you're looking at how to write a film, this hits all the marks. You have your inciting incident right off the bat.
Right.
You got the problem between the marriage not working out, and the mother who's trying to hold everything together, doing scuba diving lessons, telling the hotel manager we can't go down there, it's kind of dangerous.
Right.
Again, saving the cat. The husband and the new boyfriend, who's also a double.
Which was
well, no, it's actually smart the way they did that. Was hey, look, I'm also the scientist who worked on these things, and we can't go down there doing this stuff. And then the son hooking up with the girlfriend.
Sure, yeah.
If you look at the script in terms of how to plot out a movie, the plot on it is not terrible. The problem is the special effects with the frying piranha.
Oh man!
And the continuous scenes of them using the same footage of basically food coloring with chomping fish to symbolize that they're eating people.
Yes,
it's just outrageous. And they all seem to go where the jugular is. It's like, we
it's
know
like
where the kill spot is.
Like darts. Like, I mean, they are pinpoint accurate. Just, but you did say, I will say, like, when they do the reveal, and we're getting way ahead, but when what was this? Tyler? Was it Tyler?
I forget his name.
The love interest new boyfriend, right? When he makes that phone call and he's like, "Yeah, it's here," right? And she knows, and I was like, "Whoa!" I didn't remember any of this because it's been a very long time. I had forgotten, or maybe I don't know. I was a kid when I last watched this movie, right? So, like, when that scene happened, I was like, he's a plant. And we have Lance Henriksen playing Chief Brody. I thought he was fun. I like Lance Henriksen. You know,
I
you
like
have
the fact I was
enough
excited to see him in this movie because I didn't realize he was in it. However, he is a simp.
Oh, listen, no questions. Yes, 100%.
Let me take you back after
Oh, oh.
and F this guy. He walks in on them butt naked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, honey, I'm willing to take you back. Oh no, I'm not going to arrest you for breaking into the morgue, even though I
Oh, no.
found your credit card right there.
Covered in blood. And yeah, because she even throughout the film is like, no, that's my husband, not my ex-husband. That's my husband, right? And she's off doing her thing. Meanwhile, he's trying to protect the island, right? He's Chief Brody of this Caribbean island, and man, I don't know. I could have used some more Lance Henriksen in this too.
What exactly did he do to try to save anybody, though?
I mean, he flew a helicopter. He flew the helicopter around the town, out into the ocean looking for his son, who had, they didn't lay anchor in that little raft. They just floated off into the ocean.
You know, good for him.
What?
At least that girl was no Carol Davis, though, man. She was, other than her picking on the semi borderline stupid
man.
guy in the restaurant when she's in there stealing all the food.
That was a scene.
But again, this talk about, hey, we need to make 10 minutes of filler for this movie.
Yeah. Hey, go steal some food from the restaurant. And then meet this guy who's, you know, a little slow.
That's, you could tell, like, not part of the main plot, have nothing to do with the main plot.
Yeah.
We need filler and we need nudity.
Right. Boom. 2 birds, 1 stone.
That's what it was. It's exactly what that was.
Yep.
But we're digressing here. We're not even getting into the morgue scene yet.
Oh, no.
Or the beach scene.
Yeah. They
I'm sorry, Hayden. I really am.
It just, you know, it didn't open strong, right? Like, it's a scene where, you know, there's a kill scene. There's always like something like that to set the stage for this, like you had said, right? And the inciting incident. And, you know, we get that scene right off the bat. And it just didn't make any sense to me, like, why these two would be compelled to swim all the way down to this shipwreck to, you know, have sex when they could do it safely. And they'd be still around.
But maybe that's part of the exhilaration of it is, you know, it's kind of like when you're in the midst of having intercourse and you gently put your hands around your partner's neck and squeeze a little bit. It's that titillation.
Right.
That little bit of excitement.
Maybe I'm
alone in speaking
I don't know,
that.
man.
I'm just saying.
Feel like there's other ways you could go about this as, hey, guess what we should do? Right?
But that's the thing is
all the way out there. I don't know.
If a beautiful blonde came to you and said, hey, I'm willing to go down and do XYZ with you. And you're like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. But then she throws in the caveat, but it's all got to be underwater with scuba gear on.
I'm good.
I think I'm going.
I'm good without the scuba.
You know what? I'm down to try anything once. I'm down to try anything once. Why not?
Man drowns.
I jumped out of a plane once. I'm willing to do it.
Right.
I would never jump out of a plane again.
Right.
But I did it once. I'm good with that.
Yeah. It was odd, but listen, I get it. I get the setup, right? It's a horror film. This is your setup scene. Right. It worked. Fine. Yeah. They're just eviscerated by these piranha. And then, you know, we're introduced to the cast. We described them already. You know, the mother running the tours for the scuba team. She's set up in a suite at the hotel, you know, and we meet Raul, the shady hotel owner or hotel manager. They seem like the owner. And, you know, we're introduced to all these characters. I couldn't tell you Lance Henriksen's name. I called him Chief Brody throughout the whole film because essentially he was Roy Scheider in Jaws in this movie, just on a little bit of a lesser scale. And Tyler, who is, she met him. It was on a scuba tour, right? Like he was
there because he wanted to help investigate the shipwreck.
The shipwreck, yes.
And he was an experienced diver, actually.
Yes.
Well, she's like, "Oh, you've done this before."
Yes.
He's like, They all say that.
Mm-hmm. So his character was probably the most interesting one, but he disappears for a good chunk of the second half of this movie.
He played his part.
He did. And we start to kind of get a couple more attacks. We saw the attack at the scuba where they all go out, right? And then there's the one.
Oh, how does she not have her license revoked? You lost a scuba diver.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that accident that just happened. Where was that? In Greece, where they had the 4 divers go into the cave.
Oh, yeah. The
shark-infested cave.
Yes, great idea.
There was helium in the gear instead of actual, or whatever it was, and they all died. And they had to go down and go get these people.
Yeah, that's.
You think that place is operating tours next week?
No, but James Cameron's going to direct the film version of that. I heard it's going to be called Piranha 6, just with shark piranha, with lasers, and we have the morgue scene, right, where they got to get a better look at the body after they, I don't know, like they break into the morgue.
Well, the mortician decides it's an accident, right?
Right. She catches them in there. And
oh no, you're not gonna do this like that happened last week.
Right. There's a little story because the same thing happened a week ago. And that person lied because they said it was they wanted to get their last moment with them. Like,
yeah, who knows?
There's an actual side story to that.
Yeah.
But they take their pictures, they do all their thing, right? And then the mortician catches them. They rush out of there. She leaves behind her license, which she used to pick the lock. Now the mortician is trying to clean up the mess they left. And apparently there was a piranha infested inside the body.
The chest cavity, right? The chest cavity.
So here we get our, this is the one reminder of Alien that was there, like the chest burster thing pops out, and it doesn't even look like a fish. It looks like it brushes 3 times a day. It's got like this extremely white teeth, and it just launches directly into, and this happens throughout the entire film to everybody that gets attacked. These things are pinpoint accurate, right to the jugular for everybody. They don't play, and they fly. They have wings. They fly now. They fly now. Okay. They're flying piranha. And this thing it just darts right at her. And that's it. Now she's dead.
But you forget that it's knowledgeable enough, the piranha, to jump out the window afterwards.
It went. Yes. It knew exactly where to escape. It goes flying right out the window. No, it doesn't fly into the wall, flop around. No, this thing's right out the window with perfect accuracy. And they make this little noise like they're like bats. I don't know. It was just so odd.
But Hayden, you forget the most important part of this whole story. When there's danger, the panties come off.
Oh, no question.
Because again, she is so traumatized.
Oh,
we're seeing the dead body, and they got the pictures.
Yeah, these gruesome photos.
Hey, I'll leave. I'm a gentleman. I'll leave for the night.
Right.
Oh no, I don't want you to.
Yeah. No. And it was like just to stay next to me.
Yes. Well,
you got it. You got it.
He did,
and he did. And then we have the cuck scene that you referred to.
Well, it's not the entire. I mean, his entire role in the entire film is
because he catches them.
He obviously doesn't want to get divorced. He's still in love with her.
Yeah, no.
Even though she's on her, best life ever tour.
Yeah, true, very true. And he walks in. The door's not locked. He thinks it does. Obviously, he could just come and go, right?
I mean, here's the problem, right? It's like we don't know what kind of a husband he is, but let's face it, he's employed.
Mm-hmm.
He's a provider.
Right.
He loves her.
And his son.
He appears to be a good guy.
Yeah.
But, you just don't give me the butterflies anymore.
Right.
That's the problem. That's the problem. You just don't give me the butterflies anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a shame because he really does nothing in this movie for you to dislike him.
No.
Right. It would be one thing if he did, but he's really like, he's trying to save his son. You know, he has a relationship with the kid, right? He's trying to do right by her and keep her safe. Right. And like when he's actually trying to do his job, you know, he's telling her like straight up, like, you know, stay away from this.
He even supports her and brings his buddy over to have a meeting with the hotel manager.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And he's kind of the forgotten about guy who loses his son.
Yeah,
when
that guy
swims into the water basin that the kid's like washing stuff in.
Yeah.
You know, washing fish in, and he's like, oh yeah.
And that character, what was his name? Was it Galley? I forget that character's name, but I feel like his role, like where he builds, like he loses his son, as you described, right? And then his reaction is he's making these detonators, right? And then they have the detonators, but he goes to the hotel and he tries to fight the piranha swarm on the beach, and everybody else went inside the hotel and he's like standing down this army of piranha.
You know what? Maybe life just was not worth living without his son. He was just that upset.
That's fair. But like they could have made him go out a little more heroic. Like he landed no hits and the scene was so bad.
Look, I hate to say this because I hiddenly like the movie a lot, is the Piranha remake.
Oh yeah.
I like the movie a lot, and it might be a movie we pick up. Maybe not next year, but soon. And I like the movie because it reminds me of the Ving's Rain character, where he's sitting there firing the machine gun into the pool while the piranha are eating his feet.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. That's the 2010. Yeah.
Was that soon ago? I thought it was even older than that.
Yeah, 2010.
Because I know they had Piranha Double D, which I haven't seen. I want to.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Where they invade the water park, and there's supposed to be a lot more breasts. So I got to take a look at that. But
yeah, I agree. Like that, I don't know. I wish he could have done a little more on his way out. I thought he was going to run out there with the detonator and just kind of
a flamethrower,
something. Flamethrower would have been ideal. Yeah.
I mean, but you got the fish literally flying up onto the beach, like, you know, latching themselves onto people. But every shot's a kill shot.
Oh, every one. Like, and these poor people just standing there, you're getting close-ups of the.
Well, that's the thing, though. If you were standing on the beach with me and a whole bunch of people started dying around us, it would take us a minute to figure out, wait, something's not right here.
Oh, yeah. There's that.
So it's not like, oh, okay, this is like overly blown. I could see where you're out there having like a tiki party, everybody's drinking. Let's face it, we're not expecting flying fish to come out of the water and attack us.
Yeah, those first few, there's just gonna be like the fog of like, what is that?
And then you're gonna have people trampled at that point.
Yeah, it would be a disaster. Yeah.
So yeah,
and like I guess the assumption there is that they go back to, because they mentioned this before, that they dropped it at the wreck site, right? They dropped these piranha eggs or whatever at this wreck site.
Well, they weren't dropped; they were in a container, and the container opened, right?
Yes. And like they don't like the daytime, right? I think that was mentioned in there. So I guess the assumption is they're going to go back to that wreckage as their home base, which is why they're going to set the detonators there in the final act of this film, right?
And these are like the best of the best piranha, genetically altered from every type of fish that they could find, based on the first film's piranha, which were salt water, which were, you know, because these things are not supposed to be living in the salt water. So it's like, yeah.
And we have like these, and it's hard for me to say, like you get the underwater diving scenes and they're very slow and boring. And I understand that this is 1982, right? you look at what James Cameron's done for like underwater scenes and filming across his career. So, he's come a long way.
But he had to start somewhere. Your first attempt at something is not going to be.
And clearly, the technology is not there to film a super clear scene continuously with well lighted actors and sets and mic'd up. None of that is available back at the time when this was filmed. So yes, he did the best with what he could. And they're not. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying the only action that I really got out of it was, and then they were trying to escape at the very end, and they were kind of stuck. They had
he gets caught, and
break through the little vent, and then he gets caught. But even that was kind of hard to see any of it.
But again, it's the same cutscene of the same piranha behind the same food coloring.
Yep.
That's hard to see, and it's all obscured.
Yeah.
Like I said, overall, I gave the movie 1 star. And that's basically because you got the boobs from. By the way, you know what she's famous for? Because I know I've seen her in some other movies, and I'm like, what have I seen her in?
What is she famous for?
Mannequin. She was the other lady in the movie Mannequin, opposite Kim Cattrall, the evil one who was trying to date, him. Yeah. So you went from that to, I mean, again, 5 years later, she's playing third string in a movie. I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad career. And then she was in the Richard Grieco movie If Looks Could Kill. Because I had to look up her filmography and be like, I know I've seen her in some other things.
Yes, Richard Grieco. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna second that, man. 1 star. Listen, if you're looking for a very, very, very B horror movie, and you got a rainy Memorial Day weekend coming up, why not? Why not? It's an hour and a half. It's not you're sitting there, oh my God, when is anything going to happen? Things move along. It's not great, but look, if you're looking for just a schlocky B movie, this isn't terrible. If you're looking for something like that.
I had the opportunity last weekend to watch Send Help.
Oh, okay. What'd you think?
It's on Hulu right now. Did you see it?
I didn't see it yet. I did see it was on Hulu, though.
If you have Hulu, watch it. I loved everything except for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The last 5 minutes I thought it destroyed the movie for me. But other than that, classic Sam Raimi stuff going on in this movie. Nice. It was very well done.
I have to check it out. Yeah.
Smart characters. Both the characters are very smart. So you're not like, oh, he's playing the typical or she's playing the typical. Both the characters are very smart in the film. So I give that, go see, if you got an opportunity, send Help.
Yeah.
Again, it's on Hulu.
It's going to be a good weekend for that with the rain. So
yeah, absolutely. So Send Help. I can't recommend that more than enough. Hayden, nice. we ready for box office?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Hayden, we did 3 films. We did The Devil Wears Prada 2, Mortal Kombat 2, and The Sheep Detectives. I saw The Sheep Detectives too.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. Can't recommend it enough. You'll laugh. You'll cry. There's a mystery in there. I solved the mystery about halfway through. So it was an easy mystery to solve. But there was one scene in the movie that was particularly terrifying.
Oh, wow.
And my daughter was like, no, I can't believe this is happening. And, and it's very much well worth, if you have young kids, even if you just like to see a movie that's lighthearted and you don't have to think a lot, can't recommend Sheep Detectives enough.
Nice.
So here we go. We'll start it off. Devil Wears Prada 2. I said 42 million. You said 40. Actual retail number was 77.
There you go.
Get ready for part 3.
There you go. Big weekend for that.
Mortal Kombat 2. A lot of people online liking this.
Mm-hmm.
I said 18. You said 20. Actual retail number 38.5.
We're at a dead heat.
Hayden, we came in 1-1. Were my observations and my conjecture about how good the Sheep Detective was going to do correct? Let's find out now. Sheep Detective, I said 60 million. You said 50. Actual retail number, only 15 million.
Stop. 15, that's it?
Yeah, 15 million. 15
Wow.
million. I think there was a large group of kids who probably went out to go see Super Mario Galaxy because it did so well the weekend before. And then probably a little kid fatigue there is what I'm thinking.
Wow.
But yeah.
Okay.
I mean, let's face it.
That is kind of surprising, though.
You want to go see Super Mario, or you want to go see Talking Sheep? Let's face it, the kids are going to say Mario. So we have this week 4 movies.
Okay.
The first one is Star Wars: The Mandalorian.
I'm going Saturday.
Are you?
Yes.
See, I refuse to go this weekend. I think the theaters are going to be packed with this terrible weather. I was going to go tomorrow. My daughter didn't clean her room, so my wife was adamant she is not leaving the house until that. So I was like, we're never leaving the house until she's 21 then. So, Hayden, give me your number.
All right. I'm going to go 75. And if The Devil Wears Prada 2 can do 70, I might even be a little low.
So the reviews on this is it's so-so.
Yeah.
They're saying, look, for a one-off, it's not terrible, but it's not really going to... I've seen people rank it below Revenge of the Sith, which is like, oof, really? I think the weather's going to drive more people to the box office because people are going to be bored out of their mind. I'm going to say 80. Okay. And I would have said 60 originally, but I do think they've been so wrong on a lot of these estimates.
Yeah. I definitely think that the weather, at least on the East Coast, is going to help this, because people that would normally go out to a barbecue are not going to have things to do. They're going to set up. Let's go to the movies. Why not? You got a holiday weekend. I mean, it could do more. I honestly think it could do more. I think I might be on the low end, but despite I've seen the same critical, reactions as you have. But I don't think that's going to hold people away from it.
No.
Maybe week 2, but week 1, I think it'll be a big weekend.
And I hate to say this, but I was looking at the box office movies to see what I want to go see.
Yeah, there isn't much. There isn't much.
And I was like, The Gray. I was like, I know it's a Guy Ritchie film, but I'm like, I'm okay
and that
with it.
Tanked.
And everybody can't figure out why. They're saying everybody likes his movies, but I saw what his new one's on Peacock, the one with Alan Richardson and Henry Cavill.
The Gentlemanly Warfare.
I want to watch it because, again,
I do too.
I don't have to pay for it, so I'm like, I must watch it. And again, it's an action movie, history. I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have to pay for it. The second one is The Breadwinner. Have you seen the trailer for this?
I have not. I got to look at this.
Pull it up real quick. Pull the trailer up.
Oh, you want the trailer? Okay.
Yeah, pull it. I didn't send it to you, so I'm kind of... My daughter wants to see this, but I'm not letting that influence me. Although it does look pretty funny. It looks okay.
Breadwinner. All right, hang on with me for a second. Yeah, I've hang on. Breadwinner. All right, let's get this thing up here.
And that's just coming out, I believe, next weekend.
All right. Ready?
Not a problem. Go for it. This is an excellent time for me to tell you I'm going to be at Fan Expo next weekend, by the way.
Running a company is a 24/7 job.
What about your husband? Could he take care of the kids?
Nate?
Wait a second, is he here?
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
We are moving. We're moving. Yeah.
Here he comes.
So we got Shark Tank right off the bat.
It's the end thing. Mr.
Yeah.
Wong.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So who is this comedian? Is he like famous? I don't know this guy.
I think he's the one starting an amusement park in Tennessee, isn't he?
Is he really?
I saw an article. If it's the same guy, I guess his stand-up special that he was going around doing a tour for. If it's the same guy, I'm not sure that it is. We'll Google it after this.
Yeah.
He outsold Beyonce going
What?
around the country in his tour.
No kidding.
And if it's the same guy, and now he wants to open up an amusement park in Tennessee, like a roller coaster theme park. Breadwinner. Of course, I can't get this up here. Hold on. But yeah, that's allegedly. You want to keep playing this? I'll take a look for it real quick.
Okay, here we go.
What, are you kidding? Are you eating a donut?
Still garbage can up there.
You can finish it.
No, wrong.
I'm out of here.
I'm out. I'm out.
Your wife is having the moment of her life and you're stuffing your face? You're a bozo.
I thought, are you allowed to talk if you're already out?
Lori thinks I might have some.
So,
All right, I got it here. You ready?
ready.
Comedian and the breadwinner star Nate Bargatze is building a $350 million 100-acre theme park in the Nashville area called Nateland. Very original.
Yes, Nateland. There you go.
Inspired by the nostalgic Opryland, USA, where he had his first job.
Okay.
Yep. And apparently he's got a lot of backers for this thing because they see nothing but dollar signs based on how he did with this tour. They're like, the site is secured, and but no ground has been broken yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, but again, he outsold Beyonce going around doing his tour this year.
That's kind of crazy.
So again, this guy's got some draw.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue here.
But are you sure you can handle this?
I'm the top salesman at the dealership. I think I can handle a month alone with the girls. You act like I'm gonna blow the house up.
Bye.
Dad, the front door is locked.
There's a window in the back, we'll crawl through that. This isn't the 1950s. Dads stay home all the time.
This is not gonna go well.
Dad, you're going the wrong way.
To your school.
To any of our schools. You don't know where our schools are? I'm not.
Now, I think we can relate to some of this.
Again, this does not look terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks,
No.
okay. It reminds me of Mr. Mom, obviously. When you sit down and you do the comparables, it's Mr. Mom,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Sure.
and I like Mr. Mom, so I'm there.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue.
Come on.
What? No, give me the phone.
Hang on.
Hi, what's up?
What's going on here?
Your wife had called you to replace your roof.
You're hired.
Really?
I'm going to just make a call.
I called all the top-rated places. I also called this guy because his bid was so low, I thought I could use it against the others. Who did you go with?
One of the real good ones.
Yeah.
I would have went with the lowest guy too, so I can't.
Right. I can relate to this. So, like, so far, so good. Okay. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing.
And they are playing this commercial. I mean, this has been played in several different places.
Yeah, I did see this. I don't think I was paying attention to the whole trailer though.
I don't think a lot of people are. But go ahead.
Nate Wilcox.
How you doing, Shivan?
Hanging in there. It's a lot of chores. I'll get 2 weeks of t-shirts and 2 weeks of underwear.
What happens after 2 weeks?
We throw all this out and start over.
Hi. I wanted to check and see how you were doing.
Yeah, great.
Sir,
Sorry.
there's a spelling bee.
Really great.
Yeah, the air horn at the spelling bee. I like it.
Look, again, I never heard of this guy before this. So, I mean,
No,
until I
no.
saw that article online, I was like, really? Yeah. And I didn't associate it with the time with this movie either. So I was like, until I saw him, like, I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
That guy? Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
The most great. She makes it look so easy, but it's so hard.
This has the potential to change all of our lives.
Okay. I did not recognize that as Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Trust me, I'm not gonna let your dream die.
Okay, but that's mostly on the horse.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh, no.
It's just a little wax.
Wait, are you filming?
Yeah. Now, again, it is PG. So you can bring
Yeah,
the kids.
right.
My daughter wants to go see this.
Right.
If you want, I'll start off with my projection.
Go ahead.
We'll
Yeah,
work
go
from
ahead.
there. I'm going to go, again, because he's got some drawing power, apparently.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I wouldn't go this high. 23 million. And that might be overshooting.
Okay. 23. Okay. Okay. 23. I'm gonna go 20.
Wow, okay.
I'm gonna go 20. If we just saw the PG Sheep Detectives flop, I'm gonna kind of sit around that.
Well, especially because when I go to the next two movies, you'll see, like, oh, okay, maybe.
Okay.
So here we go. The first one is Masters of the Universe. This is, by the way, June 5th. So we could be
Right.
overshooting by a week here.
Okay.
So just, keep that in mind.
Yeah. I'm excited for Masters of the Universe.
I think there's going to be a lot of people who are. However, I haven't seen anything by the critics yet. And I really haven't seen the trailer being played. And the trailer looked kind of... Maybe not want to go see it. I was
Really?
like,
See,
yeah, I was like, oh.
the trailer kind of got me interested.
Okay.
And I liked what I saw. I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. Now, let's see. I'm going to probably put it around. Oh, let's see. I don't know. Mandalorian and Grogu, if people are lukewarm on that after week one, that makes this thing wide open for that weekend.
Well, it's 2 weeks later.
So,
Right? Because next weekend's the last week of May.
the last week of May, then you got one
After
more
that,
week.
June 5th. Yes, it's 2 weeks.
So 2 weeks, that means everybody's seen that movie by then. And this
Yeah.
is fresh film. So this might be, I might go 70.
Okay.
And even that might be low. Again, I might be low. I don't know. I just think there's a hunger for this movie. Like all the dads now are like, oh, Masters of the Universe. I watched this as a kid.
The problem I have with it is this. Aside from the original cartoon, who has gotten this thing right?
Yeah, no one.
Let's face it, the Dolph Lundgren one. The
Kevin Smith series was a disaster.
The cartoon on Netflix. Look, you might as well just call it She-Ra. or, I hate to say it,
You're not wrong.
So I'm gonna go 60.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna go more. I'm gonna go 60. If the critics come out and say it's really good, you gotta go see this. It could see an uptake. If it's really rainy that weekend, you could see an uptake.
Mm-hmm.
But I think of this. I think of that Transformers movie that came out last year. You said it was good.
Nobody went to see it.
That's, again, depending on how hokey and CGI this thing looks. I don't know.
Yep.
Last movie here, Hayden. And it's a scary one. Scary movie.
Scary movie.
Opening the same weekend as Masters of the Universe.
Mm-hmm.
So now all of a sudden,
okay, now it gets.
Yeah, I think scary movies get probably be rated R.
Yes.
Now, if you had the choice, hey kids, scary movie or Masters of the Universe?
It's Masters of the Universe with the kids, but
really,
I don't know.
I was still taking them to see scary movie.
Maybe.
Even though the jokes are off color, they're gonna love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm into scary movie. I want to see that. I think it's going to do well. How well?
But so. I'll give you my number first.
Okay.
And this is my thing because again, it is rated R.
Mm-hmm.
You could have some nostalgia about it. But again, is this like the big blockbuster movie of the summer?
No.
No. Again, you're already competing against Masters of the Universe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what's coming out the week after. I'm gonna go 40.
40 is a good number. That's
again.
Number.
I don't. I think that there's be a good turnout for it Friday night, Saturday, but Sunday I could see this thing.
And people are gonna, it's back in Williams Brothers' hands, which is a draw for people. Because the first two are I think what people kind of default to when they were in control of it. Oh man, I think 40 is a good number. I'm gonna sit 35.
I was gonna go lower if I had to go.
Just a hedge.
I was going 30 to 35, and then I thought it is the summertime though. Let me. And that's what I have for tonight here, Hayden. I don't know the movie for next 2 weeks from now. Do you? Or next week? Is it next week we're doing it, or 2 weeks from now?
Oh, whatever works. I guess we could talk about that. I know Mandalorian is one of them. I think.
Yeah, I gotta see it. I know, but I think that we kind of
we had one back in between, right?
I think
that was
so.
That was I think we have something next week. We'll double check and we'll surprise everybody.
Well, I have it. I just gotta, like I said, in between.
Yeah.
I can grab it.
Yeah. All good. Well, we'll be back next week with that review, and then
that review
in 2 weeks.
Well,
we'll be talking about we'll be talking about Mandalorian and Grogu in 2 weeks. So
3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever.
Yeah, in dog years, we'll eventually get around to it. With that said, thank you guys for joining us talking Piranha 2, James Cameron, and the box office.
And
we'll be right
apologize, everybody. I really do.
You
miss the mark sometimes. I tell you.
Sometimes these movies need a spotlight shined on them. Tonight's was Piranha's 2's night. So,
yeah.
Take the good and the bad with it, right? And we'll be back shortly with funny and weird news. So thank you guys.
Go to Nateland in Tennessee. Come in 2028. Nateland.
Shameless plug. Driving traffic.
Look, you'd be surprised like where these people kind of come from, right? It's like,
yeah.
But again, the fact that he outsold Beyonce,
goes
is
for something right
Beyonce's are her tickets so much that people are like, yeah, I'm not paying $300-$400 a ticket to go see her. I'll pay $50 to go see a comedian for an hour and 25. Is that, you know what I'm saying? Is that where people are now deciding? Because it's not that he made more money than her. He outsold her.
Yeah.
Now, depending on the price of tickets, but he's still selling those seats.
Yeah.
He's still selling those seats. So I can't hate on the guy. I don't.
Listen, he found the magic somewhere.
And apparently he's a clean comedian too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like he doesn't do any like political stuff. He doesn't do any cursing apparently. So it's like a family show you can take. Again, maybe
look, that's the draw right there.
I mean, it's but again, that's his thing. So again, I'm not hating on the guy. I mean, that's good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
We'll be back in a few. Stay tuned.